Think Outside the Lines is a space for anyone ready to stop checking boxes, to step off autopilot, and create the life you actually want, with clarity, intention, and alignment. Whether you're questioning the default path, rebuilding from scratch, or just looking to feel a little more like yourself. Here's something that doesn't make any sense. You know something needs to change. You can feel it. You've maybe even said it out loud, to a friend, to a therapist, to yourself in the car at 7 a.m. Something has to give. You're clear about it. You're motivated. You're ready. And then nothing happens. Not because you don't care, not because you're lazy or broken or not trying hard enough, but because every time you get close to actually doing the thing, making the call, having the conversation, taking the step, something pulls you back. And that something feels stronger than your motivation, stronger than your logic, stronger than everything you know to be true about what you need. That's resistance. And I think most of us have a really unhealthy relationship with it. We treat resistance like the enemy, like it's the thing standing between us and the life we want. Like if we could just push through it, just be disciplined enough, brave enough, focused enough, we'd get to the other side. But what if resistance isn't the enemy? What if it's trying to protect you? Think about it. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between physical danger and emotional risk. It doesn't know the difference between a bear in the woods and a hard conversation with your boss. All it knows is, this feels unsafe. And its job, its only job, is to keep you safe. So when you think about leaving the job that's slowly draining you, your brain says, but what about the paycheck, the stability? What will people think? That's not weakness. That's your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do. When you think about having the honest conversation with your partner, your brain says, but what if it goes badly? What if this changes everything? That's not cowardice. That's protection. The problem is, the thing that kept you safe at one point in your life can become the thing that keeps you small. The armor that got you through a difficult childhood. The people-pleasing that kept the peace in your family. The overwork that made you feel valuable. Those patterns made sense once. They were survival strategies. They were smart. But you're not in survival mode anymore. At least, you don't have to be. And those old strategies, they're still running in the background, making decisions for you that you didn't consciously choose. So what do you do with that? You don't fight it. I know that's counterintuitive. Everything in our culture tells us to push through, power through, discipline your way past it. But fighting resistance creates more resistance. It's like pushing against a wall. The harder you push, the more solid it becomes. Instead, you get curious about it. You ask, what is this resistance trying to protect me from? Not in a therapist on a couch way, just in a quiet, honest, that's interesting way. Because usually underneath the resistance, there's a fear. And usually that fear has a name. It might be fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of being seen, fear of losing something you've built, fear of finding out that the thing you've been working toward isn't actually what you want. And once you name the fear, something shifts. Not dramatically. The resistance doesn't disappear, but it loosens. Because now you're not fighting a mysterious force. You're having a conversation with a part of yourself that's scared. And scared parts don't need to be defeated. They need to be heard. So the next time you feel that pull, that invisible hand dragging you back from the thing you know you need to do, don't judge yourself for it. Don't call yourself weak. Don't add it to the list of evidence that you're not capable of change. Just pause and ask, what are you afraid of? The answer might surprise you, and it might be the beginning of something different. So I'll leave you with this question to ponder. Why does change feel so hard, even when you want it? I'd love to hear your answer. Drop it in the comments, send me a message. Wherever you're hearing this, let me know. And thanks for being here. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Choosing to step off autopilot and think differently about your life takes work, and I don't take it lightly that you're here. If today's episode resonated, the best way to support the show is to share it with someone who might need to hear it. And whenever you're ready to go deeper, whether through free worksheets, guided audio reflections, or one-on-one coaching, you can find everything over at thinkoutside-the-lines.com. Be well, and I'll catch you next time.